it's Nick here with Nick's 80's hard rock album review. The album we're going to look at today is Bon Jovi's self-titled first album, which was released in January 1984. There it is there. There's John Bon Jovi there. Now, I'll just read out the tracks from this album. We got Runaway, Roulette, She Don't Know Me, Shot Through the Heart, Love Lies, Break Out, Burning for Love, Come Back, and Get Ready. And I'll introduce the band while we're here. So we got, as I said, John Bon Jovi there, lead singer. On the far left, you got Richie Sambora, the guitar player. Next to him is Tico Torres, the drummer. Next to him is Alec John Such, the bass player. And on the far right there is David Bryan, keyboards. Now this album actually reached number 43 on the United States Billboard 200 charts. And obviously it started the band off, and it had three singles, but two charting singles. One was called Runaway, and that reached number 39 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts, and She Don't Know Me, which reached number 48 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Now, in regards to how they formed, it was actually John Bon Jovi that did the song Runaway with a sort of separate band, not a separate band, but session musicians, and he recorded Runaway, and then Bon Jovi, as this band here, re-recorded it. And John Bon Jovi featured on a local radio show, and it got instant, liking, and that's how sort of the band got up and running, so to speak. They also had another single called Burning for Love, but that didn't get into the charts. And just to show you how well it did, I mean, this album actually reached number 43 on the US Billboard charts, reached number 71 in the European United Kingdom charts, number 24 in the Spanish charts, number 18 on the New Zealand charts, number 38 on the Japanese charts, and here in Australia reached 39 on the Australian charts. So it did very well for a debut album, and it's done extremely well. Album sales, in Canada it achieved gold album sales status, 50,000 copies sold. In Hong Kong it reached gold status as well, but a bit less, 10,000 copies sold. In Switzerland it reached platinum album sales, so that's 50,000 copies sold. In the United Kingdom, it reached silver status, which is 60,000 as well. Now in America, it sold it reached platinum sales, and it reached 1 million albums sold. So they did remarkably well. And I suppose you could put it down to, Bon Jovi's, this album is very melodic. It's extremely melodic, and it's very safe. You could call it very safe hard rock music. It's nothing too extreme. It's nothing too in your face, so to speak. It's just this type of music, as we all know with Bon Jovi, was made for radio. They're a very radio-friendly band. They're not like, say, Guns N' Roses or Motley Crue, which could be a bit risky, with some of their music, but they're very radio-friendly. My personal favourite tracks are Runaway, Roulette, She Don't Know Me, and Love Lies. That'd be my probably most favourite. Now, Runaway is the first song off this album, and it's just so melodic, and you can see why it became an instant success, and obviously that's why the local radio station picked it up and started playing it on the airwaves. It's just very melodic. But there's a song called She Don't Know Me, and it actually wasn't written by the band. The band didn't write this song. It was written by some music producer or something like that. And yeah, the song She Don't Know Me, and it is so catchy. It's one of those songs you just can't get out of your head. It's got the soaring chorus, and it's just really catchy. It will stick with you. There's just something about it that's just really enjoyable to listen. And well, actually, the whole album is a real joy to listen to. Actually, there's another picture in here of the band. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. There's a full shot of the band all together. Yeah, you can see it's very 80s with the hairstyle there. But they were so young back then. But so there they are there. Yeah, so yeah, I would have to say a solid release, a solid release for this band, and this band hadn't even reached the massive, huge success that they're going to reach in a few years' time after this album. So these guys had no idea what lay ahead of them. I'm sure they had the dreams and aspirations, as all rock musicians do, but they had massive, huge, better things to come in a few years' time. This band, they certainly did. So there we go. There's Bon Jovi, their first album, and out of 10, I'll give this an 8 out of 10. Yeah, an 8 out of 10, just an 8 out of 10. I was going to say 7.5 out of 10, but no, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. As I said in the Bon Jovi video that I did a while ago, Bon Jovi are a personal favourite of mine, and this is a band that got me into the hard rock, the hard rock genre of music. So I'm very nostalgic about this band, and well, what more can you say? Bon Jovi, they just write the most catchy songs. I mean, not just on this album, but on many, many more albums to come. And don't worry, I've got many, many Bon Jovi albums to come as well to do reviews. So yeah, I have a lot of fond memories of first getting into Bon Jovi. So I'm very proud and happy to have the entire Bon Jovi catalogue. I don't have that yet, as I said previously. I've still got one album to go, but I've got apart from that, I've got the entire Bon Jovi catalogue. So there we go, an 8 out of 10 for Bon Jovi's debut album. Yep, just a nice album, Yep, there's nothing bad about it, a nice album. So there we go, Bon Jovi's debut album, released in 1984. Now, in the same year, 1984, the next CD album review we're going to do is Rat. So Rat's, it's their first album. That was done in 1984. And it actually makes sense because Rat and Bon Jovi, they did a tour together back in the very early days. So Rat actually took Bon Jovi out on tour with them. So there we go, there's a bit of similarity there between the two bands. All right then. So there's Bon Jovi, and as I said, many more Bon Jovis to come. So thank you again for watching, and I'm really enjoying going through these in-depth album reviews. It's really great to go into detail about how the hit singles and everything. So yeah, many more to come. So until then, take care, everyone. Stay safe, and thank you again for watching. And as Bon Jovi did back in 1984 and are still doing today in 2020. Keep on rocking. Bye-bye.